So, welcome back here, 2016 NXL Nashville Open. Matty Marshall with Nick Sloviak and Todd Martinez. 2 more games to come. PC Katana going to be taking on the New York Outlaws right now here in the semi-pro division. And we've seen a lot of these names out here before. New York Outlaws, they were actually they were a pro team in the PSP not too long ago. And PC Katana has a bunch of guys that used to play on CEP. So, Dan Strickland's done a real good job of putting together this team, and over the past couple seasons working their way up the ranks to get to this spot here, playing on the center court and trying to get this win in the semi-pro division.
Yeah, New York Outlaws, they've definitely come close a few times to winning some of these events. Let's see how they do out here. On the breakout, looks like 5 bodies alive for the Outlaws, 1 body dropping for PC Katana. Both teams go up to that center Dorito. Outlaws go to the Dorito 1, Katana out to that Dorito corner. Back center, snake side can for PC Katana.
PC
Back
Katana
center, snake
losing
side
a
can.
second body now. Both bodies that have dropped for them come out of those cans. Big lanes on those cans, just off the back center on the break. They did lose 1 body on the break. Second body loses a gunfight, heads up. Looks like one of the Hussein brothers. So right off that immolation. Whoa! Right off that elimination on the snake side. Now a 3rd body dropping for PC Katana. New York Outlaws send a body up to the wall. Now another body heading up there. Just saw a little panic.
Yeah.
The first player from the Outlaws, as he looked over, was kind of startled to see his teammate up there with him.
It was the Outlaws with 2 bodies there up in the center.
Yeah, they flip-flop positions as they are now hunting for kills, well aware of the 3 bodies that have fallen off for Katana. Looks like one of the wall players for Outlaws gets shot. Unfortunately for Katana, their Dorito player tries to make a push, not knowing that there's still someone else up there, and here comes a move from that Dorito corner to take out the last Katana player. So New York Outlaws going to go ahead and take this first point. 3 bodies up. You know what? They can shoot those first bodies right away. That first body trying to get out to that Dorito can, which we've seen a lot of pro matches. You're going to have a really good tournament if you can stay alive and then contain. And it was a nice move. I like that move up the center. Not sure. We see this replay here as the Outlaws come to double stuff.
Ooh, God.
Final Katana player.
Took it in the front of his face and then right in the back of the head.
Yeah. So Outlaws making themselves known here, winning that first point. But great secondary move after that second elimination on Katana to get up to the wall. So you can see there on your screen, go to myfanomegan.com, sign up, pick, and win for this event. First place is a Shocker, a Smart Part Shocker, and second place is a Empire Axe. So you can go there and make your picks. I think the only picks you have an option of right now are your pro finals between Houston Heat and Edmonton Impact. So for the next upcoming event in August in Cleveland, Ohio, Todd's favorite place to visit in his free time, you can go ahead and make those picks before the start of the event, and you'll have access to all the pro games, prelims, and then as those games progress throughout the event. And whoever wins that will, again, have the first and second place prize option.
So 1 minute to go before the start of this next point here, as that first point went to the Outlaws. And yeah, with the PC Katana's lineup, no reason they can't contend here against the Outlaws. I'd say these teams should be pretty evenly matched between Mike Zupa, Logan Landry, and Colin Cherry. Those 3 guys used to play on CEP. And Todd, if you remember back, remember Zupa? He was getting pretty good for them. We saw some good points, and from Cherry was also pretty athletic and out there running people down. Logan Landry, so no excuse for them to get beat up by the Outlaws here. The Outlaws also picked up Keith DeVitt, who Todd used to coach on Vicious.
Yep. Keith DeVitt got a clutch kill in that first point over in the Dorito side, and then turned around and ran all the way over here to the snake side, and then ran up the middle. Keith is just a freak athlete up there, just indestructible. What you gotta love about a guy like that is he's durable, he's fast, you can put him anywhere, and he's gotten better and better throughout the years that I've known him. So starting in the back center right now.
Yeah, so on the flip side of things now, point number 2, Outlaws losing the first spot on the break. Looks like Harrison Fry getting eliminated. He might have slipped trying to head out to the Snake Tower.
Colin Cherry up in the center for PC Katana. 2 bodies have dropped from the Outlaws.
Yeah, 1 body over there on that Dorito side is dropped, so only 3 bodies now left alive. 2 bodies left alive as Hussein drops from that Snake can. Keith DeVitt tries to make a quick fall there. He slips and slides. He gets taken out by the Snake player by Katana, who immediately goes and wraps. So we see almost a mirror image of the first point as Katana comes through and stuffs up the center Dorito player for the Outlaws.
Yeah, and Landry, that was Landry over here. No, that's actually for PC Katana. It was, I think that is Landry.
Landry, number 37.
Yeah, on the scoreboard it says D2 X-Ball final, but this is actually the semi-pro finals here. The matchup that we're gonna have between PC Katana and Outlaws right before the pro finals. Coming up next is gonna be Houston Heat taking on Edmonton Impact. Gonna be a good one. Both teams been smashing throughout this event. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. Houston Heat undefeated throughout this event. Edmonton Impact only lost 1 match to AC Dallas early in the event. The only other loss that Edmonton Impact has taken all year was to LA Infamous in the finals of Dallas. So definitely stick around. It's gonna be a good one. Here we are right now, 1-1.
Another thing about Houston Heat that, we've talked a lot, if you guys have been watching us here today, about the different players and who's playing well and where they're playing and what potential plays they could run, but we haven't really talked about how, this is Sam Monville's first year coaching Houston Heat. He was playing on that team. They used to have Jason Trojan coach the team, and now they're doing pretty well here after, midway through the season. So, I think maybe it just took a little bit of time for Sam Monville to kind of work into that coaching role too, but he must be doing well for him if they're out there, with some solid game plans. What do you guys think about that? I mean, you played with Sam, right, on Houston Heat?
Yeah, absolutely. I played with Sam on Aftershock and on Houston Heat, and I couldn't agree with you more, and I can attest to that right away. Going back to our game, we played them this morning where, we dominated them off the break the first 2 points, and all of a sudden, they stopped sending Sergey and Fedorov out on the Snake side. They switched some stuff up, and we were slow to react to that and see that, and then we're like, oh, well, we can send bodies out wide. And they planned for that. So I got to talk to him after the game, and he's done a really good job, again, sending Greg Sewers up the middle, switching out Chad George with Fedorov when he needs to, sending Mishka out wide and sending Mishka short. So he's got weapons on that team, not only known for playing certain spots well, but for playing a lot of spots well. So I think he's done a good job, a lot of pressure on him from there, from not only his peers, his players, but then his Randy as well for an organization that is built to win.
So on the breakout, PC Katana keeps 5 bodies alive, but so do the Outlaws. And I don't see any bodies up there in the center, so conservative breakout for both teams, deciding to try to get out wide instead of get penetration upfield. A little bit more ground taken right now by PC Katana, making moves here on the D side of the field, getting into D3. They also have a center Dorito as well.
Yeah, good move up there, that Dorito 3. You can see the Dorito 1 player there on your screen for, excuse me, New York Outlaws. He's shooting infield, so he's not really looking to make a move yet. He has switched now, looking to shoot downfield to make that move up there. He's got to work with his corner player to try and get in. Doesn't look like there's the only one really putting pressure on him would be the Dorito can. He switched off. There are definitely easy bumps to be made. You can see, looks like Benny over there in the corner for number 22 for the Outlaws. They do now get into the Snake 1. And Katana losing their Dorito can player, and that's going to allow the Outlaws to make a move up on that side as well. Katana filling into the Snake, so 5-on-4 in favor of the Outlaws. Outlaws in Dorito 2. Player there in the corner for the Outlaws getting checked out. There you have Benny on your screen backing up his front Snake player. You can just hear paint pounding into the Snake now. As those players are engaged in a gunfight down the tape. You can see the Snake 1 player there for Outlaws, and Benny shooting down the tape right now. Communication sounds fantastic for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. They definitely have really good communication going cross field. Looks like good field position right now, particularly for PC Katana. Here comes PC Katana with a big move past the 50-yard line. Does he stay alive? Gets one.
Gets two.
Yeah, there's two bodies coming off that side right now for the Outlaws. They still have a body, though, back corner bunker as the player for PC Katana gets taken out.
Yeah, Keith DeVitt ran from the back center out there to go clear that body out. He manages to stay alive and get into that Dorito side corner. So he spaces the field out, gets that threat off of his side of the field, and it looks like the bodies are even at 3-on-3 right now, under the 10-minute mark. 1-1 game. Both teams have a guy in the Dorito corner. The Outlaws, snake corner, snake one. PC Katana with a player in that center Dorito and snake one.
Keith DeVitt's gonna get taken out. So now one body advantage for Katana as they make their way down the Dorito side. Outlaws here forced to play on the snake side as they're gonna get that pressure from the Katana player now making his way to the wall. These two players here for Outlaws have to work together, otherwise they're gonna let the body come through on that D side, get chopped up. So snake one, wall and Dorito two for Katana, snake one and snake tower for the Outlaws.
I think that's Cherry up there in the middle, standing at the wall. He's gonna wrap around the Dorito side now. And it looks like Outlaws player gonna bail out of snake one and go back to the snake side corner.
Yeah, I'm not too sure that was the best move he could have made, because as you back up, that tower that his teammate's in, you can see right there, is going to block out a large portion, one of the W, and two, as he gets taken out of the Dorito side. So just one player left alive for the Outlaws. Ref goes in there, checks him, he's good, so it's a 3-on-1.
It's a tough spot to be in a 3-on-1 in snake one. So we'll see PC Katana gonna need to try to spread that field out, and there they go. Trying to move up on the D side, finally get that shot on his back. So one more point on the board right now for PC Katana.
Yeah, good move by that Dorito player for PC Katana to blow the game open for them. Made that move down the field and took out the Dorito 2 and corner player of the Outlaws. So got himself a nice two-pack, blew open that whole D side. Key to Vit filled out and got him, but unfortunately was taken out in that 3-on-3 matchup. So PC Katana gonna go up 2-1.
Nice job by Scott Colson in there for PC Katana to help him win that point. And we see Cherry also in there on that one. So now taking a slight lead here. It's definitely getting a lot more humid with that rain that we got.
Oh yeah.
Not gonna
we
help
were good there.
the
Everything was gorgeous.
Yeah, then what?
For that like 10 minutes.
Wall dropped and then you couldn't see anything?
Yeah.
And then it opened up and it was wet?
Yeah. Yeah. There's the view from the Rabicopter up over the top. There's the Dorito side. See how those two center ones are a little bit offset. That's how you sneak into there and then wrap around, get those shots across the snake side.
You can also see all the empty fields that have been broken down here since all the divisional matches have concluded, and we're seeing just the best divisional teams out here on the main field, and now the best two semi-pro teams, and still awaiting the match between Edmonton Impact and Houston Heat.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I cannot wait. See what's going to happen here, but we are still in the semi-pro finals here.
So Outlaws getting their 5 next players out, and looks like the rest of the boys from PC Katana getting out there as well too. So it looks like they're running Colson, Landry, Cherry, Wilson. We've heard Evan Manners' name before, right?
Yep.
Who did he used to play for? Do you remember? Can't remember who Evan Manners used to play but. So here we go. 2-1 is the score. In favor of PC Katana on the breakout. PC Katana, we're looking over their shoulders right now.
And it looks like one body drops off for the Outlaws. One body, make that 2 bodies. Drop off for PC Katana.
So just 3 players left alive for them. They have the center, Dorito, Insert bunker on the snake side and the back center bunker as well. And here come the Outlaws pushing up on the D side of the field, helping that center as well. No one in the snake right now for the Outlaws. 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go here. Outlaws need a point to tie it up. Looks like Hussein was the only body to drop right now for the Outlaws. They do have a one-body advantage, and the push for them coming again on that Dorito side of the field.
Yeah, that's Harris Hussein getting shot early, coming off the field for the Outlaws. Keith DeVitt launched up to the middle on the break.
He might have just caught one over the top, and he does.
As soon as I say his name, jumps up over the top, gets shot through that window. But it looks like Katana gonna lose one as well out of that snake side.
Yeah, good advantage though for Outlaws. 2 bodies over there on that D side, and Dorito 3 and that 40 Dorito working together, now making their way as another body for Katana drops.
Ben Carroll inching his way over here down the snake side. Goes from the can to the tower. Looks like he wants to make a move into the snake as well. Cherry still sitting there in the middle looking for bodies. He's gonna come up into the wall, and Ben's gonna pick him up as he comes across. Ill-timed move by Colin Cherry right there, or I should say unlucky, as Ben Carroll just happened to be coming towards that Dorito side with his gun up, picks him off. And now he's gonna stand over the top of Snake 1, yell over to his teammates on the Dorito side, try and figure out where that dog's coming from.
Yeah, so Benny Carroll right now into Snake 2, gonna get to Snake 3. And going to be moving past the 50-yard line, looking for bodies. There's nobody left to kill. And as soon as he finds out that the field is clean, he's gonna go in there and hit that buzzer. So that is gonna tie this game up at 2 here with 5 minutes and 28 seconds left to go. So nice work by Benny Carroll.
Yeah, 3 bodies left alive there. Time's still ticking away. 2-2 ball game. As the Outlaws are gonna go put their 3rd point on the board.
Yeah, so we just got some information. Evan Manners used to play for Prime.
Prime.
Yeah. And you know, Benny Carroll, who had a good point in that last one, getting some spins out here for the Outlaws. Guy coming out of the Northeast. Friend of the guys from 187, right?
Yeah, and actually there was, I did a combine again with Boston Paintball with Anthony, and had Ryan Greenspan, Damian Ryan, and Konstantin Fedorov out there. And on Sunday, we had a huge one-on-one competition, and Benny actually won.
Oh,
I think there was like 40, 50 kids out there.
Wow.
Benny came out and dominated, I think, and then
What did he win?
Twister CS1, custom 1 of 150.
Is he shooting it right now?
I believe he better be.
No, I think he's definitely shooting a CS1. I couldn't tell if it was the Twister or not.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to
Nick,
tell.
Nick, you got a Twister CS1.
I do have a
Twister
Twister CS1
Paintball Supply.
Boston Paintball, and I'd like to, on behalf of Boston Paintball, Anthony and Lori, talk about the NXL regional program really quick.
Yeah, let's do that right now.
Yeah, it's a program going on. There's 8 regional partners throughout the country. Each series runs their own local series, and then, you know, if you win that, you advance on. You're crowned a regional champion. In doing that, you win a chance to get entry into World Cup. So the regional series on the West Coast is the PCPL, Midwest is the MSXL, the MWXL. In the South, there's the AXPL and the CFPL. In the Northeast, you have the NEPL and Foxball. And then over in the Mid-Atlantic, you have the CFOA. So if you guys are part of any of those leagues and you do well in your regional series, you can make your way to the regional championship. And if you crown in that, you can win entry into World Cup.
So it's pretty expensive, you know, can be expensive to travel to all 5 national events throughout the NXL season. So the whole idea here is that you play your regional events, you make the local national event feel for you, depending on what part of the country that you're in, come to the one NXL that you can make that's closest to you, and then play the regional events, and all the points will count towards the overall champion.
Yes.
And then that team is going to get their trip to World Cup, the entry fee paid for.
Well said, Todd.
Yeah, a great way to afford to get to World Cup is win your regional series.
Yeah, and a little exchange up there in the center. Keith DeVitt thinking he got the guy first. Definitely not happy. You can see him swagger around off the field. 2 PC Katana players, though, being eliminated. 1 up there in the exchange and 1 on the break. So move there, I think that's Cherry just made a move up to the Dorito 2 for PC Katana. Katana have, as you can see, our eye in the sky view there. Player in the Dorito 2, in the Dorito can, and a player now moving from that back center bunker out to the snake side can. I like the move by the Outlaws to take that secondary fill up there into the wall. He's got 3 players, teammates behind him, in Dorito 1, back center, and snake can.
So Benny Carroll now in the back center. So with Benny in that spot, no one really attacking the snake side for the Outlaws right now. They are up a body. Nothing's really stopping them over here except for 1 body over here on the snake side.
Yeah, they got to put something together here. As you can see, the player on your screen there in the left center. Oh, it looks like he does get a kill, so a kill does come out of PC Katana. They're going to lose their 3rd body, so only 2 guys alive.
Now there's really nothing stopping them.
Yeah, and you know what? If I'm Katana, 4-on-2, maybe look to concede the point, you know, as time's ticking off here. Because I'm Outlaws, we spoke earlier in the preferred mob in the D2 finals game, you know, good control by Outlaws, as though they do throw their center body away. He tries to make something happen by himself. He should have turned around and tried to get some help with his teammates. Like, hey guys, 2 guys left on the D side, let's go. Hussein brother fills into snake 1. He's shooting crossfield at the Dorito can. So he's got a yellow crossfield and tell his 2 guys on that side. You can see the snake 1 player there for the Outlaws on your screen. Hey guys, need to get going down that Dorito side. We gotta, you know, press and make this happen. As Benny Carroll now fills back from the Dorito side to the back center. Good move as he's communicating with his snake corner player and relaying that information onto his Dorito side.
Well, we're under 3 minutes here.
Yeah, under 3 minutes, exactly. And tied up at 2 right now. And the Outlaws with a 1 body advantage. Hussein in the snake for them.
Ooh, and Hussein might have taken 1, and he does. So now it's a 2-on-2. I'm so happy Katana wasn't listening to me and saying, they can see the point. Because they have now battled their way back. So Benny now making his way all the way from the Dorito side to this snake corner. Both he and his teammate in the corners.
Well, now, and with the 2-on-2 and only 2 minutes, 2:16 to go, does Benny have any paint left on his back?
Yeah, he's got 2. I can see him from right here. He's got 2 or 3
Okay,
pots.
yeah. So might be able to, I mean, we might see another overtime point here.
We could, you know, 2 minutes now left in this game. You know, the ball's in Benny's court if he can get down this snake.
If he has paint,
pressure.
That's what I'm saying. If he has paint to work with, then he can definitely put a guy in, make some moves, and try to win it. But you know, it's tough when you get to this stage. It's 2-on-2. It's tied up at 2, and there's not a lot of time left. A little under 2 minutes to go. So with that situation, a lot of times, sometimes guys err on the side of caution because they do not want to be the guy that is trying to make some sort of reckless move and get shot.
Yeah, and you can see Benny's been. As we're looking at the PC Katana player in the Dorito 2, he's doing the same thing essentially Benny is. They're both were standing up, looking around. You know, gun wasn't up. Now you can see the player there, his gun's up down the tape as he does confirm. And now Benny, it looks like he was trying to find
the bodies.
The body, and he
That's
does
what
find
it was.
the body.
That's what was slowing them down. They didn't know where the bodies are. Well, not slowing them down, but like causing them to try to figure out what move they were gonna make. Yeah, he just said 2 confirmed.
PC Katana player plays it smart. He could have a shot in on Benny.
Moving
there in that
absolutely.
Snake side corner from up deep in those Doritos, and Ben just figured out.
Yeah, so
I think we're gonna see an overtime point here.
Unless a player dies and someone concedes a point right away.
Yeah,
you
that's pretty much it. But once you get to that minute mark, and Katana's looking to make a move though. See him moving over there on that D side of the field.
Yeah, and looking at Benny. You know, he's now hunkered down, shooting crossfield. He's looking at the clock right now to see how much time is left. We got 30 seconds left to go here.
If you're gonna make a move with 20 seconds. So you can either get something done, and the clock will run out, and they don't have enough time to go.
Oh, and Benny comes up and he gets a kill on the Dorito player. So only 1 Katana player left alive. Ooh, look at that move by Benny.
Benny dodges 1. Oh, and he gets taken out though. Did Benny get taken out? Yeah, he did. I saw a break on him. So his last player left alive there. Benny was able to trade out, but his last player stops. His last player stops with 4 seconds left. I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he hit the brakes.
Oh, why did he do that? We're going to go to an overtime period here. Or Oh, I think he got it. He
no
might have got it.
Well, there's no way he got that.
Think so?
Well, our clock.
Yeah, our clock was off a little bit.
Might have been a little off. The refs put their hands up and are checking him.
Oh, Outlaws are trying to sell it right now.
Well, looking at our clock, he was about 2 seconds too late.
Yeah, but I was listening for the buzzer.
We had 2 seconds. You know that. You watch it with your eyes, dude.
All right, well.
So Spinelli over here and Hussein are yelling at our head ref, CJ Traub. CJ getting yelled at all weekend long.
So we're going to have an overtime here.
I mean, Ben made the move at the exact right time he should have.
It's not
he
Ben's
got the
fault.
Kills.
It's not Ben's fault. Ben played awesome in this game.
Yeah.
He had some great points earlier on. He was holding it down, not making dumb moves, playing smart in his bunker, comes through, shoots a guy, runs down, trades out the last guy, gets shot, but then not sure who that last guy was left alive over there who's trying to sell it to the crowd. But
I did think maybe in seeing as we watched the replay here, he saw Benny get shot. He wasn't sure where that came from, you know?
Yeah, he thought that.
But you can see him, yeah, right there. Again, you're not going to hear. So we're really interested in the fact, so the refs obviously didn't hear anything go off as they go in and check him.
Well, I don't know why the horn didn't go off, but I'm looking at the clock when the guy went, and he hadn't even.
Our clock had expired.
Well, yeah,
our clock had definitely expired.
Our clock wasn't synced up. It looked like it was a couple seconds off. So we can't go by our clock.
But even still, the game time horn never even blew.
So, yeah, we're going to go to overtime as they're saying teams, because no point was scored, will be playing on the same side as Katana.
Well, here, listen for this.
About there is when the horn should have went off.
I mean, going on that replay, yeah, but Todd, you can't see the clock from here.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the clock on our screen.
No, that's what I'm saying. Our clock on the screen wasn't synced up.
No.
So, not perfectly at least. It was a couple seconds off.
Yeah,
so we can't go off that clock.
Unfortunate turn of events there for the Outlaws, as they definitely had the opportunity to win that one.
Yeah,
but their Dorito player,
not Benny Carroll's fault.
Yeah, Dorito player, which is interesting because Benny definitely found that second body, confirmed it, and then made that move, got the kill on the Doritos, which I don't know if maybe their Dorito corner player didn't see it. I'm not sure.
Had one job. Absolutely not. No. So my head ref verified that he was watching over there. Watch this go to 0 right in the.
So you can see in the pits there. I think Outlaws are still in disbelief. They think, no, hey man, which I kind of sympathize with them. You don't hear that the game horn go off. You think there still must be time, right?
Well, and also the Outlaws are on the opposite side of the field to where that buzzer got hit. So it's kind of tough for them to see all the way down there. But yeah, I mean, it's 30 seconds. According to the refs, whose job it is to figure this out, it was not hit in time, which means we are going to go to an overtime point.
Second overtime in a row.
Yeah.
Well, the mistake was made by the Outlaws player that there's less than 10 seconds anyway. Even if you can't find the body, it doesn't matter. Run for the buzzer.
Yeah.
You run for that buzzer. Maybe if there is a body, he's looking the wrong way. You just run for the buzzer.
It's not like
their guy's not streaking down
for
the buzzer.
There's no way that guy's running in 4 seconds down and hitting the buzzer.
Here we go on the breakout. PC Katana and Red on your left. Outlaws on. Katana on your right. Outlaws on your left. Outlaws up at the center. Moved by Katana to trade out. So one body down for each team, 4-on-4.
I think that was Colin Cherry going in there.
Yep, Colin Cherry going to take out Keith DeVitt. It's having 2 points now in a row. Outlaws there on your screen. Player in the Dorito 1, center Dorito, back center, and Snake Can. Over on Katana's side of the field, they have a Dorito corner. Snake 1 now, center Dorito and Dorito Can. So a little bit better field position. Oh, minor penalty on PC Katana's center Dorito player. That's going to take out 2 players, so 4-on-2 in favor of Outlaws. Let's see if the Outlaws can capitalize.
Yeah, huge advantage right now with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, so a ton of time here in overtime. So we'll see if, do you hear him calling those kills cross field?
I don't hear anything.
Oh, I don't think they're going to even need to get cross field the way that the PC Katana is dying out of their spots.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm not seeing. I've played against the Outlaws quite a bit in the Boston area. Generally they're a little
little more.
First time in the finals, maybe we never played this side of caution, Maddie, as you said earlier. But come on, man, you got to count the dead bucks. You have to know.
Well, it's a lot of, I always say, look, the guys on the snake side, the bodies have to walk past you in order to get to off the field. So.
Yeah. Uh-oh. And now a minor penalty on the center player for the Outlaws.
Yeah,
so
a
4-on-2 is now a 2-on-1.
Yeah, there is. I think there's one player left alive. We can get a look here at an angle.
Maybe not.
Yeah, there might be nobody left alive for the Katana. If we could get the angle over there on the Katana side of the field, there's definitely 2 players left alive for the Outlaws. It was just a minor penalty.
There's no one left alive. The last player for Katana has been eliminated out of that Dorito corner. So,
yeah,
let's just place our bets on how long it takes the Outlaws to figure it out.
Ben Carroll on your screen.
Yeah, Benny Carroll just called a body, I think, as he fills out to the snake corner, which we saw him pull out essentially the victory for his team this last point.
Which what should have been the victory.
Yeah, absolutely. And fortunately for them, they'll be able to go back and rewatch this and kind of laugh at it because they're going to win this match unless, one of those guys slips and shoots himself. It's a penalty for playing on,
I would die if that happened right now.
I know CPR, so you'll be okay.
You just want to make out.
Yeah, well, that luscious beer.
Well, they're just making extra sure that everybody is dead, and they're still kind of playing this like everything's hot.
I mean, I want to yell at Benny so bad right now. Like, come on, bro. I mean, if one thing gives it away is look at your teammates celebrating in the pits together because they know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, on the side of caution, watching Benny move, his gun's up. He's checking off on all positions, looking around. We'll do a little hedgehog, groundhog poke there. Player on the other side's doing it. Go air bunker somebody. OMG, we just won. Yes. Oh, yeah, now let's freak out. So there you go. Hey, one thing I got to say, I'm really impressed, is you can hear people in the stands celebrating as well, is them being quiet. Hats off to you guys out there for containing your emotions because that would have given it away pretty quickly. And congratulations to the New York Outlaws for taking first place here at the Nashville Open.
Yeah.
They must not have free drinks at the VIP this time.
Yeah, so, and the points approved, and they are going to celebrate. Congratulations. Outlaws are semi-pro victors here.
What a noob.
And I'll tell you what, man, hats off to Benny Carroll. Benny Carroll played awesome for them here in this final match.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Essentially, you could say he won it twice for him. Staying alive, communicating well, moving down the field. Did a really good job. As you can see, the celebratory New York Outlaws.
Yeah, so only one game remains. The most important game of the tournament. 160 teams here in all these different divisions, and the 2 best ones are about to throw down to see who's going to win in the professional division. Is it going to be Edmonton Impact, or will it be Houston Heat? We're going to have to wait to find out, but not too much of a wait there. So stick with us here, GoSports.com. We're going to be back with the last match. See you in a few.